Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to oppose this motion. I stand to oppose, and I'll start from where I left by saying that children deserve the most honest and thoughtful answers. And allow me, when I give my point, to talk to my children and the children of patriots of this country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, cutting off the neck does not cure headache, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it is one thing to condemn a healthy person and another to condemn someone who is sick or bedridden. Today, we were told the Deputy President fell ill, and he requested for time for us to give him an opportunity so that we can hear him. But that opportunity was not granted because we're in a hurry, and yes, I think we are. I don't know to where. Mr. Speaker, this is an impeachment in absentia. And I believe, Mr. Speaker, without contradiction, that probably it is a flawed process, Mr. Speaker. And for some reason or at some point, I was not able even to know who we are impeaching. Is it the Deputy President or the Governor of Siaya, Mr. Speaker? Why am I saying that? Because our standing orders, Standing Order 81 and Standing Order 80, says when a governor should appear before us. And we saw a governor standing there, Mr. Speaker. So sometimes I was asking myself, maybe the governor impeached himself by just appearing to us, Mr. Speaker. And I want to tell you, Mr. Speaker, when you listen to Mr. Mutuse, the main witness, when we ask him questions, he was saying this is just a prima facie, prima facie, prima facie. I'm not a lawyer. I Googled, and it says, prima facie says on first sight. So we are impeaching the Deputy President on allegation of at first sight. Mr. Speaker, we don't even love at first sight nowadays. But we have made the process of impeaching a Deputy President so easy than kicking out a nagging boyfriend or a nagging girlfriend. So I stand here from Kiambu saying that, Mr. Speaker, I'm not going to impeach the Deputy President because listening to the accusation here, they are not enough. They do not meet the threshold of removing somebody from the office. You ask Mutuse, here you had it. Mr. Mutuse, tell us. He says, I was not in an investigation journey. Mr. Mutuse, I just imagined. Mr. Mutuse, I don't know. Mr. Mutuse, I believe. Mr. Mutuse, Senate, believe me. Even if you don't believe me in one occasion or in one ground, just take one, the one that you love, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's sad that my brother, a person from my area or my region, the Deputy President of this country, is being impeached. And I want to talk to the majority leader, person I really respect, and also the senator for Bomet, Mr. Sigei. When we hope to save a brother, remember us when we ask you to save our brother, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as I conclude on this issue, Mr. Speaker, he who assesses the integrity of others must exemplify an even higher standard of integrity on himself. I want to ask you members, please, as I go down to write your names or the sins on the ground, and I'm not calling myself Jesus, ask yourself, would you be the first one to throw the stone on the Deputy President? And Mr. Speaker, I am going to leave this by saying I'm going to vote on all 11 counts. No, 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 no. I'm going to vote no. And I'm going to leave you with one quote I've read from a member of parliament from Gatondo North who has said, Mr. Speaker, and I read, the dog is not sick. It's just afraid facing its last 2 hours of power forever, Mr. Speaker. Those are the MPs who kicked out the Deputy President. They are now calling him a dog. Maybe even this motion, Mr. Speaker, was brought by some people who are suffering from mental issues, Mr. Speaker. I'm going to say that because how do you call a Deputy President is a dog and he's not sick and he's only waiting to get out of power for 2 hours? I ask you, brothers, please do not play along the galleries. Respect the Deputy President Respect the people of Murima, and I leave you with Exodus 19, verse 12. Mr. Speaker, we were told if you touch a widow, you die. It says if you touch the mountain, you die. I vote no.
Senator Sifuna.